Her secret fact is that she worked on the TV show Intervention, and it wasn't about her. Please welcome Irma Gagnon.
Oh, hi, everyone. So who here smokes the pot? Applause. Let's hear a little applause. Oh, I know you fuckers. All of you do. Don't even try that. Okay, this is all for you. All right? Here we go. So it is January 2011. I'm 38 years old, and I'm sitting in my mother's living room with her watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, because it's her new favorite show, along with Cake Boss and Dog Whisperer, because she loves Caesar. Who doesn't? And we're laughing at one of Kim K's crazy antics or something, and she turns to me and says, "You know, Irma, the last time you were happy was when you were 8. Who fucking isn't happy when they're 8, right? Well, I don't remember 8. I don't remember last week, let alone when I was 8. I do remember 16, though. That was the year that my nickname, Sperma Irma, got spray painted on my locker in high school. Fucking assholes. It was also the year that I started to pray to baby Jesus and ask him to give me Ebola or cancer. And all he ever gave me was more body hair. Yeah. Asshole, too. But I also never thought that I'd make it to 38. I also never thought that I'd be smoking the pot 17 years after I picked up my first joint. See, when I first started smoking, I felt so zen and felt so good and calm. But then 17 years later, and I just felt fucking angry. Like Danny DeVito all the time, angry. And I think the strain of pot that I was smoking was called road rage because I had it even when I wasn't driving. And then when I got high behind the wheel, well, fuck. I was Al Pacino with tits. In fact, I was actually stoned when I ran over a cyclist and kept going. Oh, he was fine. Fuck off. He jumped back on his bike and then cycled down the road and yelled, "Get off the road, you asshole!" Oh, fuck you. That's what I did. I didn't care. He was fine. But okay, after that, I started to think, you know what? Maybe I've got a little bit of a problem. Maybe I need to just give pot a little break for a couple of weeks and just to see what happens. So I Googled how to quit weed, and it said to replace my addiction with distractions. But then I got kicked out of all my distractions. I enrolled in jiu-jitsu classes, but then I ended up putting a 12-year-old boy in a headlock. Whatever. And I joined a lesbian soccer team, and I ended up scoring 4 goals on my own net. I volunteered at a soup kitchen, but ended up eating all the bacon out of the BLT sandwiches for the homeless. Kicked out of all of it. And then I was like, okay, let me try masturbation. There goes my joke. Well, that's inevitable. It was supposed to be meditation, but then the meditation leads to masturbation, right, ladies? Of course. Every day. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. This isn't working for me. I'm going to quit trying to quit pot and just go back to smoking, right? Whee! And then a few weeks later, my mom got into a car accident and on her way to work. And she was fine. I mean, well, she survived. She had broken bones, and then she was going to be on bed rest for several months. So that kind of sucked. And a few days after that, I was in the hospital cafeteria waiting for her to get out of surgery with my aunt. And my aunt was eating yogurt and humming, like all Armenians do. And she turns to me and says, "Irma, how are you doing?" And I said, "You know what? I'm kind of depressed. I think I need therapy." She She says, "You know, Irma, when you tell people in Iran that you're depressed, they throw rocks at you. When you tell them you're in therapy, they slit your throat." Now, this is the same woman who gave away her dog because he looked too depressed. I'm happy, my husband is happy, my dog should be happy. It's the perkiest woman I know. Well, ever since she was thrown in prison in Iran, and for 7 years in the 80s, for refusing to call Khomeini her leader. So there you go. Nothing phases her now. Basically, she doesn't talk about her past. No one in my family talks about their past, including my mom. So I know nothing about her. She's the one that just, shows up at my house once a week, delivers groceries, what I don't ask for. She's just the one that works 17 hours a day, comes home, watches the news, plays with her cat, goes to church on Sundays. She's just mom. Well, now I have to move in with her. I have to take care of her. I have to bathe her. I have to feed her. I have to clean her fucking house. Horrible. I can't work. I can't do anything. And it sucks. So I become her nurse Ratchet. I push her around in the wheelchair and occasionally bump her into furniture, which isn't always by accident. I buy takeout and toss it on a plate and pretend I cooked it, not giving a shit about her high cholesterol level. Now she starts waking up in the middle of the night and she's having nightmares about the accident. And I'm the only one she has to talk to because I'm an only child. And she starts talking and telling me stories about when she was a kid and, her hopes and dreams and her first job and her first love. And it's just too much for me. And I'm starting to unravel. And by this time, I'm smoking up to about an ounce of weed every 4 days. Fuck off, I know. It's a serious shit here. And I start going through my savings, and when that's done, I secretly start going through her savings. And then one day, I crawl into bed beside her, and I say, "Let's just go out like Thelma and Louise." She sits up and grabs my hand and says, "You know, Irma, I'm going to be okay. I don't have a death wish. But I need you to be okay. I need you to get help." And so for the first time in several months, she sounded strong and hopeful. So I decided to get help and decided to go to rehab. And if you want to feel good about your pot addiction, go to CAMH, where everything is relative. Meth, crack, heroin, pot. I was just the only one without a parole officer. Now there we had a drug counselor, 20-something drug counselor named Ashley, who started every meeting like this. "Hi everyone, my name is Ashley. I just wanted to welcome all you wonderful people here to these beautiful meetings on this wonderful day. Let's start with your check-in. So I want you to tell me your name, your substance of abuse, what your triggers are, and just as a fun little icebreaker, tell me what your favorite food is. And if you were stuck on a deserted island, what's the one substance that you would take with you?" Right. One item, not substance. Because your substance is allowed, she said. All right. Irma, let's start with you. My name is Irma. My poison is pot. My triggers are 20-something drug counselors named Ashley. My favorite food is kebab. And the one item I would take with me on the deserted island would be my mom. That's my story. Okay, wait. Okay, this is for all you fuckers who smoke. It's been 3 years now, 3 months, 12 days 22 hours, 10 seconds, but who's counting? Thank you. That's it.
Irma Gagnon.